Now I remember what that means. All right. So first off, 24-hour candle close on SPY. Don't have much to say about it. You exploded off the top. Amazing. Especially for those of you guys who are holding long stocks, this obviously helped. We did see some unusual, obviously Apple popped up, not as relative to SPY. But again, I don't play at all-time highs. So if you decide you want to short it or you have hedges, use the empty space that's underneath you. I think hourly has all of that basically given away. If you gap up tomorrow, that might make a unique opportunity. But other than that, that's all I have to offer on that. The Qs are up against the high, building above that previous candle close. 24-hour candle is closed inside of the wick. So, I mean, you got to have some brass ones to just go short on that one for no reason, unless you have some higher calling purpose. This is what we're breaking over. Obviously, you could look in the 590s. And if we're looking at this channel, it could be the 600s, But that being said, it's all-time highs. I don't trade there. So IWM, green candle, up against that 240 target that I gave you guys previously. I don't think this thing is going to have much of an issue blowing off the top. A 241.50 will be your next target to the upside. Again, hedges 238.75 if that's what fits your fancy. All right. Potter making Lord of the Rings references. What are you talking about? I've never used the Lord of the Rings as a reference. Never even seen that movie, dude. All right, so IWM, SPY, QQQ, pushing higher. Now let's take a look at some of the shit that taken profit off of this. Today we hit a high on ARM, almost all the way there. I have one contract, so probably could have left a little bit more on the table, but I am only human. That being said, it was an amazing trade, beautiful pop up. More importantly, without even looking at it, I was just seeing if that would line up confluently. But this is another trade that probably as we and I guess this is time as we get towards the end of our charting session last night. I guess it's a good time to go over it. If you were not there, that was perfect. I about lost my mind. Just going over everything, you could see everything super clear, why they got into that trade. And we didn't even make it into February. We literally got 1 month in January done and found, I don't know how many. I think there's like 9 charts or something like that were just absolutely perfect setups. But we went over each one, and you guys were able to ask questions. So we will be holding another one if you didn't catch that part. Gonna try to do that one tomorrow. Guys, let me know how you feel about that. But that's what I was hoping on doing, is holding another one tomorrow. I'm probably gonna hold it around 4:30, same time, but we'll cut it off at about 2.5 hours so I can hang out with my kids. All right. Anyway, ARM, if you're holding that one, cool. You have that target of 161 to the upside. That still looks pretty juicy. AMAT, yeah, that was good. Had a pretty
Yeah,
nice
Potter.
push, huh?
Where did you post the video of yesterday
I haven't done that yet.
or two? I didn't
Yeah,
get to watch the rest of it.
yeah, I haven't posted it yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we talked all about you at the end of the video. Like an
Yeah, I
hour,
heard you
dude.
guys were little gossip girls over there.
Oh, Colleen, I'm gonna chart that whole gains page. So we're gonna have more sessions.
Oh yeah.
So those of you guys who paid $100 might get more than what you paid for sure. I mean, this is spilling sauce. After yesterday, even I feel more convicted to wait for those. To wait for the AMATs, the fucking arms. Take the ones that make the most sense. Have the clearest empty space. Taking, anything else is like, if you can't afford it, don't do it. There's a way that we can almost just like, the probability is so high and in your favor, My son is skateboarding with his friend outside of my house.
He's got steez.
Steve? No, he's longboarding with his homie.
As long as he
I
didn't have a
mean,
Kansas Creek thing,
you
to be
could have
fair.
steez on a longboard.
There is no guarantee that he does not have spray paint. So, all right.
Potter, you went like 4.5 hours yesterday, right?
Yeah, yeah, those 4.5, about 4 hours, I think, right around there. Because it was 2.5 hours. We took a break, and then I went for yeah, it was add another hour, 3.5 hours, almost four. Pretty good. That's a lot. I mean, yeah, and that, like I said, that was just January. I might run it through AI for purposes. I might run it through Thinkful, whatever the fuck it's called. You know what it's called. Anyway, all right, let's go over the rest of these really quickly. And obviously there's a few setups that are starting to actually move in the right direction. I'm gonna brush through these really quickly. PLTR. Today we did see that pullback, we did see that retest, but when you retested, you weren't able to grab anything. So if we can't find the supplies that we need here, we're gonna come back all the way to here. And there's no guarantee. So you either hedge for that if you're still holding, but that 50% did its job. And that's still a play. And now that it's sunk lower, don't be discouraged. It's an opportunity that now has presented itself in the future, right? I'm paying $5,000 to the first people. Carson, don't be a bad person, dude. You're a bad person. All right. Anyway, LTR. Marvel, obviously, this one kind of behaving the same way as, and I think this is an opportunity that, again, it might not be going all the way at once, which we always hope for, but and we catch those quite a bit. But this is something that is building and offering another opportunity to potentially take it up. Now, this might offer a little bit of resistance at 69, basically $70. And that's where we can begin our journey potentially back up in regards to this downtrend that I think that we could be recovering. So anyway, let's see here.
Tesla, nice push here.
Yeah, I was just about to go over that one. Tesla, finally, 24-hour candle close is going to be green up against everything that it needs to be green against. So I have, and what I really want to do here is this weekly 383 24-hour candles pretty much line up, but that's 383 is pretty much still. So we'll go to the 4-hour precision, right? Okay, now that I'm going to drop down, I see points of contact. That's 379.70. So between 383 and 379.50, those are going to be your targets. Now, that's the most immediate target, but pay attention to the most recent price action, because this is really what we're going to be engaging with first once we recover that floor. And that gap at 402 is a runner target for sure. All right. ALK sparked my interest again with and as of right now, green candle. I'm looking for a push over 64. Try to take that one over that 64.50 wall into that empty space. Try and take it into the 70s. That's the goal.
You're still in that one, right?
I still have runners in that one, yes, sir. And I'm going to re-enter with shorter expiration contracts. And this is the opportunity. So somebody asked me last night, when would you add to a play that you're already winning or that's already moving in the right direction? This is a perfect example of that. I have the right expiration. This play was already a W, right? But now that it's holding on to floors, a yuck, right? And it's moving over resistance right here at 64. That's where we would assume that tension can break and we can see a move up to that. And that's the third time, right? 1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick, 4. Give me some money or I'll be poor. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. All right. Other than that, I think JD, that one actually did a pretty good job today. Back up in the W. Good candle close. I told you got to let go and let Xi Jinping, dude. And right now, we're in Pooh Bear territory. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I would do. I'd
You still
pop
got next week's 30 pops.
yeah. I'd pop one of these right here. Oh, no. Give me a second. And at this point, just let it come to Xi Jinping. He's up here. Come to Xi Jinping. That's all we need, baby. And I'm going to have a bag. That looks great. As good as Chinese stocks can get. First green candle to your left is 35.50. So that, I guess we should look at that as a potential target as well. But oh, wow. All right. What's up? What's up? You swinging Tesla or what? Tell him to get on live. Ask for signals. All right, guys. IBM still green. Anybody's in that one still holding? Still need to hold to 250, 450, or we're likely to get a retest around the 251 area. Coin. That's another one that we're watching as well. Not the greatest candle, right, in the world, but it is a green candle close up against where sellers try to keep you down. So I'll let this one marinate. Some of that coin country. All right. Go ahead and drop your request. Damn, you guys just already started. Oh, never mind. Alex posted it. Good. Good. SMCI up for continuation to the upside. It is building. Is building under bubbling. Because technically,
Yeah, I was
so
about to
here.
get in now.
Well, you're getting out.
No, get in now for next week's. I'm thinking like 50s.
Yeah. So it looks like you did actually punch through that box. You met your first resistance here. That's cost basis. And so that is what I would be looking to blow over. Period. End of story. Period.
So I should wait because
No,
we
I'm
are.
saying that's what you need. That's what you're anticipating.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Right. Yeah. I'm narrating how that play needs to work.
for sure.
For sure. All right. Open. $10. Oh, yeah, good job. So
That
you
thing
opened
was
up on call.
surprising.
Yeah, not bad. I would be targeting this fucker right here.
Don't you have
13.6.
equity too?
I do not think
I
so.
thought you bought equity when I bought it.
No, not that one.
Hmm.
Do you think I can get away with 50s on SMCI?
Hmm? You're getting Ellie? Where are they at? These are here. Let me open the window. Yo, bird flew underneath the awning and shit on the window.
The one you just cleaned?
Yeah, the one I just.
I know you're pinching pennies, Stelia, but I mean,
Okay,
hold
bro.
off. I mean, I'm not making that as a joke. I'm being
Yeah.
serious. Like, but I mean, you're only talking about $8 more a contract just to go down another dollar step. I got the 48s, but I got in them
What?
a little bit early.
We
It's just been
don't
ranging.
miss Potter? You referring to Charlie Kirk? What are you talking about? Daily clips? I don't know what you're talking about, boss. Am I missing something here?
I see what you're saying, kid.
I have no idea what that means. What are they doing? Cool. I don't know. People made so much at Open Door, I avoided it. Don't be sad. There's more opportunities. Weekly time frame looks good. I guess the only resistance I see ahead of you is here at 11:05. And oh shit, that's your IPO floor. Right there. Beautiful. Yeah. Tap that, hit this. Boom, wada bing. Open the door and let it swing. All right, no more. All right, you got it with Xi Jinping. We just need Xi Jinping. Is that a rain drum? No, that is a hand pan. Was. Damn, I'm not gonna lie to you, my shit. Oh, all right. So just to go over Tesla again, what else can I say? You got a 24-hour candle close, basically unless we see some major retracement, and that would be it's a tomorrow. If you wick down, it'd be 357.26. But other than that, again, what else can you ask for? This is just like AMAT. This is just like ARM. This is just like everything else.
Or do you want to hear something stupid? I got in 352s and I was making breakfast and I got out when it wicked 357.
Dude, I'm going to fly you out and we're going to fist fight.
Well, I only live 4 hours from you, so I can drive, but still.
I feel like flying you out would add more anticipation,
It's all good. I'm still green on.
as long as you're ready, I guess. CVS candle close outside of that punchback. Beautiful, very nice, very cute, very demure. That trend is over. I'm sorry. That's all I see is 75.45 from where you're at. Yeah, where you're standing right now. Good candle close, 75.50, coming in hot. For Tesla, yeah, I got some Tesla. Well, Tesla, sweet, delicious. Looks great. Again, what else can you ask for? You have a box directly underneath you as a safety procedure. A lot of these, you got it, right? Looks pretty good. Again, lower time frames. Are you serious, brother?
What would be your target on that?
You tell me.
I can't pull up my screen's too small.
If I told you what I just had to do, that was fucking disgusting. All right. Anyway, holy shit! There's way too many animals in my house. Anybody want some animals? All right. Anyway, so
You
if
have
this
to
is
clean the colon or the anal glands.
no, my cat was just barfing, so I just held him above a trash can. Awful for both of us. Anyway,
Normal.
so I would just be watching 8150 tomorrow. You have the box below you. Let it do its thing. That's the second time up there. Hopefully this time you can get a break. If not, you know what to expect. Bam, bam, empty space right here, 78. Probably a little bit of sideways action. And then up and out of there. Maybe I should do that with my cat. Hell yeah, dude. I got tired of him just barfing on the floor, dude. Sorry, excuse me, but like, so I'll pick his ass up and hold him out the window or over the balcony like Michael Jackson. Just kidding. I don't have a balcony. QCOM. Empty space. That is 1, 2, 3, and the last rejection. Sellers were. So remember the story, guys. Hopefully that's what you guys are looking at here. So all this volume, excuse me, underneath you holds cost basis. Today explodes up, closes up against the red candle close or the red candle's rejection area. So yeah, that does look pretty good. You've got the candle up above you at 163.43, which is that previous high. That's what you need to go and break through. That is the floor. Once you get there, 4-hour time frame reveals the empty space up to 169.85. Can you go chill outside? Not. Wait a second. Did you do your homework? You didn't do your homework? You should probably do your homework first, boss. All right. Do you have a lot of it? You have a lot of homework? What? FCLL? FCL? What do you got? Shirley, help me. What did you mean? It's not real. She's the one runner.
I
Fuel
did one
cell.
of my SPXs.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
I was pretty excited.
That's good. Everybody give Big O a round of applause.
Hello?
Big O, do you play Santa Claus during Christmas season by chance?
No, I play your
You s-
mom.
Oh, you found her? Oh
Yeah.
man. Will you deliver her
Yeah,
this peanut butter jar for
I
me?
put the peanut butter out with milk.
Oh God. That was
ALK is pushing up.
yes it is. Honestly, Shirley, let it rip. Let it see where this thing can get at. This is gonna be a wall here at 705. That's what I'd be looking to let that runner go to. Should Barry more call it different? Yeah. Nvidia 180 breakup looks like it's rejecting cost basis today. So this is a tough call, right? It's a tough call. You filled up all of your empty space. You're not really holding. You're not really breaking. The structure in the most recent price action would be basically right here. I guess you would say you would hit the median today. And so yes, the possibility of a rejection does stand here. You need to identify the floor and where that's at. The floor does appear to be right here at 176.50 with a retest level immediately underneath it here. That's step one. Step two would be breaking underneath that, which you're going to bounce off of this, and then making your way through all of that empty space. So an expiration, even to get out of, so when you're inside of a box and you're looking to get out of a box, even in this scenario, empty space underneath me, I would add a little bit of expiration on that just for that purpose because of all of the boxes underneath you. But thank you guys for tapping your screen if you're on TikTok. I appreciate you. All right, let's see here. BA, both sides, third tap on the bottom. Ooh, that's interesting. I feel like the war machine is just revving up. So, I maybe a little bit further down. Let's look at the 4 hours. The 4 hour had a pretty significant bounce here. It did have a hold there, so possibly that's what we're seeing now. Don't see any green candles. 2 hour, no green candles there. Again, identifying a floor. You are bouncing off of that. That is what you're bouncing up. And so what I would do is look basically back to where that same resistance was, which is where you got your bounce on this previous hourly candle. That floor is right there at 223. So the floor is going to be more important in the most recent price action, 30-minute. Hot damn. So when I look at this, this is a little bit weird. Yeah, I could see this going a little bit further down. It looks like this happened relatively quickly, and this is how far these time frames can stretch, right? I need to go to the 3-minute because how I need to be able to identify my floor or what's up above me that I can reject off of. Because if it doesn't, this is a little 3-minute range filled with empty space inside of it. It would be relatively easy to move through and you could retest. So in order for that to happen, in order for continuation of the downside or upside, I think, that retest needs to occur, which that's what it looks like it's doing right now. All right, gap. Yep. I do like it, but obviously we're seeing a little bit of a pullback as we speak, but it's fast. Sometimes you got to let go and let gap. And right now, gap is not bad, right? What is it lost? What is it gained? If you have the correct expiration, you shouldn't be in pain. I'm not trying to make these things rhyme. It just comes out that way. This is the same wall.
You should have said, but you got to give yourself time.
I was gonna say I was gonna keep it going, but I stopped myself in fear of being judged by Stelio. Yeah, 2550, the 2450. That's the previous wall. So if we have to build a little bit longer, so be it. Oh shit, that hurt. Yeah, if you have a good expiration on this, you should be good to go. TSLL $16 call. So you are hitting that top resistance, right? This is the same one that we've been talking about before. And so being above that, certainly. Is this a great candle close? Yep. But do we know whether it's going to gap up and be above? I guess $15 is in reality that same wall. We know that's where it goes up. and we would be looking at the same resistance / floor at 1680. So yes. BNED. Wait.
Did you skip HL?
Yeah, I did on purpose. No, I was kidding. I
Oh,
just
that's
that was
okay.
it was an accident. I'm sorry. Are you just
It's more of
showing
a
off?
weekly. No, it's a weekly
Oh,
time frame play. It's a longer. There you
Lord
go.
mercy. I might need the monthly on that one, boss.
Yeah, maybe it is monthly. It's kind of a parlay on the gold play for December.
The Slim Shady of stocks. That's fucking actually crazy. Okay, so this is going to be one of those things that almost gets outside of my wheelhouse just because of how well and how much it does not leave behind empty space. And so, and not only that, you have these. I mean, I guess you could say this is a weekly box right here, and so you are at that cost basis. So my opinion is level by level, the next target is 1650. Obviously, there's some requirements that in order for that to happen. And you did just rip. You can't join the
Right.
Discord right now, I don't think. Or you have to get into the free Discord, which there, if you go look at my last YouTube video that I uploaded, it's in the description. And then Ivy can send you a link or something like
If you
that.
squeeze that chart up a little bit and look at maybe closer in, it's a little more clear. But
You said like down on lower time frames?
no, same weekly or monthly, but just squeeze it to just where that box is. That's what I'm kind of looking. Not much further
Yeah.
than that right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
basically what I'm
are you
those
just taking
two
this
tips right there.
position?
Yeah. I'm not in it already. I just saw it today because it broke out past that wick, and then I looked at the next two wicks or the next two peaks there to the left, and thought those are good price targets.
Well, the thing that concerns me is every time it rips like this, it fucking goes sideways when it hits resistance, and it goes and fills its fucking empty space before it makes its next move.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, well, here, this took, I guess, a while, but yeah, I guess that always were, but that's the swing trading options part of me. So equity wise, obviously, if you can set yourself, on a floor, then you're good.
Okay, thank you.
It's just me, or is INTC trade like there's like definite news coming?
I think so. I don't think what else is going to move that
Yeah,
dinosaur?
I mean, there's already been big news, but it's just been like it does this every
They're
fucking
brewing something,
day.
brother. And that's
Yeah.
why equity right now or leaps are probably the best move. But because
Yeah.
you just need to be in the right place at the right time. Even right now, I could look at it and be like, yeah, that looks like it's building up
Dude,
at the
you
top
see it?
rather than
Like,
rejection. Yeah, I see it. I mean,
every day the chart looks the same. Like on the hourly, like it just has these big rips up, and then a cascade back down, then a fall, and then a catch itself. I mean, it's just.
I have
Oof.
I'm 11% up on equity. I've got a 22.11 average.
Yeah, equity's doing
And
good.
yeah, I mean, I've got about 10 racks in that thing. So if it explodes, I'll be a happy camper. Can't a voice comes from the back of the bus. What are you talking about?
That's a new word.
What?
Catheter. Not to be confused with catheter.
Not to be confused with catheter. Oh no shit. So Hims is back up at that. So I would be looking at the next target up above you here at 53.83, where you would then possibly get I mean, you don't have much, but I see 56.32 as a high end target there. So I like Tesla. I mean, again, what else can you ask for with a can? I mean,
Clip that.
You know what? Don't clip that.
Neil, I'll give you $20, I swear.
$20 is
Probably
$20.
it's a Tesla service voucher.
No, cash money. Hand delivered.
I'll give you guys both refunds. How about that? You like that?
You can't make it that far on your electric vehicle.
Yeah. I'll fucking
Free supercharger, baby.
I'll destabilize all those supercharger plants or charge stations between me and you. CCL weekly candle. It's building. I mean, it's that is a good candle close up against that target. So because you are still up at the top of your box, if you fall into that empty space, so tomorrow is all about continuation. If not, I would call for more range. All right, let's do it. MMA up and potentially, oh my God. Send me through the meat grinder, dude. That is rough, brother. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I did apparently chart this out before, and it did rip off and go to that top high at 553. Man, I feel like I'd be making shit up if I told you anything on this, other than yeah, you are holding, trying to hold your floors. If you can get a candle close up against 194, I mean that would be a whole lot better than the wicks that you've seen in the past. So. All right, hold on one second. TTD, I saw that today. Yeah, so no need to. It's a red candle close against the floor. I can't take it yet, and what I did is I set an alert at 45.69, and I'll start taking an entry there. Longer expiration, aiming up in the 48s, 47, 50s. Just a waiting game. Silver, 24. So silver probably, yeah. That one exploded. I already have a target for you at 38 somehow. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so this is target 1. Target 2 is $40 flat on the weekly. That's the end of the empty space in there. Mara to the upside. So I do like that one, obviously, when it gets out of the fucking giant. What the hell? Where are we at? There we go. Today, we experienced yet again another rejection off of the top. At this point, right, you just have to wait. If you're trying to take it up, you just have to wait. Today's high, green candle close against it, something of that nature. Tomorrow has to hold today's low and stay in this range if you will have any chance of breaking out. All right. AI up. So let's just simplify this. 24-hour, it's not a box, but it will be a range. Floor is 1670. 4-hour might be a little bit, yeah. So we'll stick with the 24-hour for sure on that one. So I mean, I'm gonna stick with the system, of course, and I would say 1630 or 1763. Damn, you see me mix those numbers up. 1763 would be probably a place to set a stop loss to try to get that break to the upside. Great candle.
Yeah.
Good candle. I like the candle close
Yeah,
up
that's
against the
what I like
floor.
about it.
I mean, that's obviously the 4-hour shows you where you need to hold, and this is what
You see what it did last time? Like that's where I
Mhm.
took it this last time. It was like 1675, I think is where I took it. And
Yeah, I
as
like
soon as
that
it
one.
crossed that floor, it shot up and I was able to make the trade free within like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So
these
I mean, it's
AI
got volume at
contracts
that
move
level.
pretty well. Let's see. Oh shit.
I mean, I'm
Dude,
not gonna
I
lie.
mean,
I took some speculatively because they were cheap. The $20 October 17th just to hold.
give me a second.
Hey, Kate, can you check my message real fast? When you get a
Yeah.
chance, no rush.
Yeah, well, I just bought 150 contracts for the 1750s tomorrow, just in case. But yeah, next week is obviously the smarter move. Shit, same strike.
Yeah, I just like the longer term or the further out. They were cheap. The October 17th ones, the 20s.
Oh.
U is an all-time highs.
Yeah, but
Check
into
that.
what?
No, it broke out. It broke out.
So the only way that this place looks good, or this trade looks good to me, with that, first of all, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, yes, but I would be looking at a 104 slash, because on the 24-hour, obviously, it's a bit weird, but the 4-hour, like, that makes it pretty clear that this is where the majority of those points of contact are. So almost have to look at it like if you're going to take this down, you're looking all the way to 96, because I'm not taking a trade unless it has that empty space. But then I would also keep this, right, in the lineup. Now, let's see if they hold. I don't think they're going. Maybe here. But if not, then I would expand that channel down and aim for that 98. So, all right. Anyone think turtlenecks will become a fad again?
Hell no.
Yeah, I remember that era.
Only if the Turtle Club comes back.
I got a turtle head for you.
Oh my God, please, Lord have mercy. It looks like a fucking naked mole rat. All right, 24-hour RMD. I guess sure. Upside. You need to engulf that candle in the 24-hour or the 4-hour. You got empty space up above you. I don't know, and why?
Quick question. Have you done
I'm
AMAT
looking
yet?
yeah, please. I'll talk to you about it in a minute, okay? Yeah, so anyway, with this one, no, I didn't skip AMAT. I did that one like first. It's closing, but there's a lot of rejections off the top. You could hedge yourself if you'd like, aiming for the worst possibility or worst possible outcome at 165. Anyway, with this one, it doesn't have a ton of liquidity, I guess, but it is moving in the right direction. I see nothing else but 278.95 break over the top there, and possibly the empty space in the most recent price action can get filled back up. But obviously, the range that you're currently in is what needs to be completed. Yeah, I do see Apple. I see the next 231.50 target to the upside, and obviously all the way to 233 for a retest since you moved too fast. Can't do that while the market's moving up. Ouch. All right, let's see. Did GameStop do that? So this one, oh my God. 4-hour time frame. This is what needs to be recovered. Period. End of story. 25.75. So can this be a start? Sure, but you need to break this down into pieces. That's going to be part of that piece. So punch through this and close against that. Was it dumb on earnings like it usually is?
Yeah, that was a piece of shit on earnings.
Yeah.
Garrett,
Yeah.
are we swinging Tesla?
What do you think?
Fuck a Tesla.
bro.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't do these things.
If you want, you can hedge with. Are you swinging in tomorrow's contracts?
Bro, I don't know though. I'm feeling. I
What
feel like
what
I
more
should.
can you ask for on the 24-hour candle close, man? Stop
All right,
overthinking
dude.
of it,
Say
dude.
less.
Well, we're not
I'm
here to
going. I'm going
fucking.
all in, dude. I'm taking
All
100
right, no,
contracts.
that's not what I said. That's not what I
No,
said.
you said that it was
I
good. It was
didn't
for sure.
say.
I heard it. The what do you call it? Look at this fucking financial advisor talking to me about silver, bro. Does this guy
Oh
not know who
my
I am?
God.
This
Jesus
guy has to
Christ.
be Roman,
All
bro.
right,
This
you
dude
guys
has
go.
to be Roman.
You go get a room. All right.
Has to be Roman. All right, let me get on my computer.
I said it.
Can you change first?
He's just messing with me. All right, let's see what else do we have. Yeah, JD already went over it. China's looking good. We're aiming for Xi Jinping, which is where'd he go? There he is. There's Xi Jinping. Yeah,
Got him in our sights.
aiming for his chest. Wait, hold on.
Bro, SMCI just dumped, bro. What the frick?
Stop looking at it.
Bro, it rejected the top of the box, and now we're losing cost basis.
That's crazy.
All right,
Still
then get
looking
out
at
and
it.
re-enter over the top. Easy money.
Yeah, I know. I just pointed it out though.
Stop, loss, and drop it.
It stressed me out, bro.
Don't be stressed out. Why, dude? You're too
I got
young to be
that.
fucking stressed
Like I
out,
told you,
man.
bro.
Take some
Turn off the lower time
ashwagandha.
frame. Go to bed.
You're a good
Bro, I'm on
kid
the
from a
hour.
good family with a bright future ahead of you. Read that off a Hallmark card. All right.
Something called PBS
That
Workshop.
sounds like a boys and girls club.
I mean, you don't see SMCI retesting, Garrett, on the higher time frame, the empty space below.
Yeah, that's what I said to him.
Yeah.
Just, obviously, yeah. Yep.
Up or down?
Down first and then up.
Might have just knock you over.
Yo.
Bro, it's just I'm just tired of like this type shit. You know, I feel like everyone like picks the
But why are you going
good
after the one
setups,
that's
but when I
already
pick some
ripped?
shit, it fucking rejects like this, and then I'm unsure.
Then
Then it goes
But
down,
but
and I
don't your
get out.
picks usually
And
end up
tomorrow it's
touching?
gonna gap up fucking $30.
Okay, but hold on
You
a
know?
second,
Exactly.
dude.
You just answered your
While
own
I'm like,
question.
and every time I take these losses, I'm like chipping down my account, and it's like, bro,
brother,
I
that
know
you
what
taken a
just
loss
said
yet.
it. You
Right.
just said it, man. You are in a group, which means you've already acquired the tools. You already know how the strategy works. You're overthinking it. You're too much energy. If somebody in this, it's all right. So maybe I push this. It being independent is being able to step away and do it on your own, right? Identify what a good setup is, and that's what we did last night. But if you're a part of a group of people who are all doing the same thing and you're just going against it because you're trying to do your own thing, if somebody right now shows me a good setup, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it, not because I'm taking a signal, but because I understand the analysis and the reason why. So that way I can feel good about it, which is an independent decision that you have to make. You feel me? So
I feel like
just
I'm making
breathe.
good decisions. I'm not.
But how
like,
many people just took profit on SMCI?
You're late on it. You're if you didn't hit it on the break of 41, you're late.
Now we need confirmation because all of the empty space that was above us, right, all the way up to here was filled. So in order for us to get further, the next signal up, Stelio, is above cost basis. It has to be there. And that's the thing is you're taking an anticipatory trade, right? That's where we're not connecting the dots. Is this trade has already ripped, right? It has empty space underneath it. It's
yeah,
consolidating.
but you don't think that like that.
Sure,
All
but
right,
that's
I understand we already ripped, but we've been consolidating though.
Sure,
No? Like,
sure, yes, but what you just saw as that rejection was exactly where I would have wanted to set a stop loss. That's where you could have taken it because right,
There's
but
no
like
signal up yet.
yeah, there is
So
no
my entry was
confirmation.
fucked up, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I think you're taking it in anticipation for what will likely be a great trade, but you're jumping the gun. Right? So identification skills, you can see this playing out, you're jumping the gun. Plain and simple. SMCI did what it was supposed to do, 24-hour did what it was supposed to do, filled up that empty space, filled up that overhead, filled up and hit that cost basis. And so of course it's going to rest. Of course it's going to get those contract prices down a little bit lower. And yes, it absolutely very may well come back down, right? And fill up that empty space from before. So again, if somebody, either you already like one of the trades that we're taking all together, right? Or if you have a good setup, it should be one that is telling you, right? So we look at Tesla or we look at AMAT or something. Tesla is closing. It's closing at or past the fucking place that it needs to go.
Yes,
You see what I'm saying? That it's up against the third time. We're not seeing any rejections. It's coming out of a monster amount of consolidation where it has not ripped. This is the first big green candle, my friend, that we have seen outside of the range since this one, which was in May. Talk to me more about the plays that you're taking, so like, or work more or take trades with other people. So that way it's not a signal. And I hope that that's something that I haven't misconstrued is like, I'm giving you guys the skills. Hi, baby. How was your day? It was a good day. Awesome. I'll be done in just a little bit. Okay. All right. No, well, mom's wrong.
Awesome coin 360s for September 26th. Forgot to tell you about it. This morning when we talked about it,
Hey, I like coin too. So that's another one, right?
I grabbed
I
a
found a
couple.
lower time frame position that I could get in at that's allowed me to kind of stay afloat. But if you were looking to take this, you would need, and this is better than what it was yesterday, but we would need to see this punch back. And as far as the candle close is concerned, if you had, again, a great average, but we don't, that's when I cannot tell you for sure. That's what my strategy does, is tells me where and when. This is close, and I like to take candle closes up against it if I already have a great stop loss, or I've already hedged myself because I see empty space underneath me. So with SMCI, just coming off of a giant rip and just consolidating for a couple of days, aren't we taking 24-hour, punchbacks or moves up? So that means you've already punched back through one. The next target or trigger is 45.50, period. So if you get a candle close outside, right? Fuck off. This one. Of that 44.81, that would probably give you a higher indication that you were going to go and break that. But for now, you're still in the box. You still haven't made a decision. So.
Thanks.
You got it, man. You're too damn close to feel discouraged, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it from me. Like, I kind of feel where you're coming from because there was a while there I would get into a play and I was too early, jumping the gun, and then I'd have to cut bait, and then it would end up working, and it's infuriating. But it's you're close. I mean, at least it sounds like it. It's just a timing kind of issue.
Yeah, you're seeing the potential. I can see that potential on SMCI as well. But would I take it now? No.
So let's say it closed.
I feel like it's common to jump the gun early when you're early in this.
Let's say it closed at 44.31. That would have been and it didn't retest or whatever. That would have
So
been
you're
a
saying
good
closing green up against, you said 44.81
on the 1 hour.
Sure, that would have been better, a whole lot better. But
it would have been not.
But the 24 hours, you already have. So that green candle close, right, would need to really be outside, right? Candle close outside and above. Look how clear this is, my friend. This is ridiculously clear. There's your box. You haven't reclaimed the floor. So today's high of day is that resistance, but you rejected it just like you just pointed out. So and not to mention, if you're aiming up here, which is a great setup, Stelio, it's a great setup. What is your trigger? And what is it about the lower time frame that is absolutely telling you that this is a great setup and it's ready to take? So it's not you're not, this isn't the end of the world. This is exactly what you need in order to make a step forward. So.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Don't be discouraged, dude.
You got it, Stelio. I promise, Steve.
Yeah, you got this. We got it. We'll play No Man's Sky together and talk about it.
Yeah, trust me, Steely. I've been there at least like a couple of times last couple of weeks too. So don't sweat it.
I was there for 3 weeks.
That's why
I've never had that problem, Stelio. I don't know what your problem
is. Oh my God, Cash,
Chad,
you're king of fucking.
I've not escaped it. Tesla just goes reverse on me.
You got to get into the free Discord, Don. Go check the last YouTube video I posted in the description. I put the Discord link for the free Discord, and just talk to Ivy. Yeah, dude. With
70s.
yeah, so I sorry, I just kind of skipped that, but if we really quickly before I go any further forward, if you're having trouble, I feel bad for you, son. But if you're having trouble, seriously, watch and you're inside of this Discord. When we start, I mean, getting towards the summer of this gains page, you need to start looking back, because I seriously, my blood pressure was rising last night. I was about to lose my mind. Mostly because like it's so, even the lower time frame trades that it was so clear. It was so clear as to why they were doing what they were doing. And almost every single setup, you put them side by side, and it's like, yep, same thing. Boxes, empty space. Candle closes, solid, up against. And not only that, we can describe the story. Damn, story on AMAT is getting a little scary right now here, people. Did anybody hedge that? I think that was a great place to hedge. 165 puts weren't terrible. You said Adobe? Oh yeah, the earnings are today. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it is going in the right direction, or in the direction we talked about, up off of that second bounce there. So I think if this can go well, that 401 could be a target here, but it looks like you just rejected or just stalled out here at cost basis. Oh, nope. Bring it down. Wow. Textbook.
Potter, did you take Adobe?
No, hell no,
Nasty
dude.
beat on Adobe, dude.
'Cause I was gonna say the 400s were 45 cents.
That Adobe is some good
Anybody take
seasoning.
Teslas? Get the 270s.
I don't know, but
Tesla
AMAT, did anybody
270s.
hedge? You guys hedge? I'm assuming everybody who's long hedged, whatever.
Hey, Potter, take SMCI.
Yeah, SMCI is running.
I swung
Steelio!
Tesla puts for
No,
tomorrow.
he's not in.
on
He just
Friday.
got a fucking dude. Does this have earnings or something?
No, it's just probably coming. That's what it's doing. It's coming.
Oh,
You know what though? It's gonna
That was a
open up, and
crazy
it's
word to
gonna
stop on.
it's going to open up if it can make it past 45.75, 45.50. It'll open up in a position where you can still take this. There's still so much empty space up there. There's
I took
still
the 50s for next week.
Did he take this week's contracts?
Open
Yeah, I'm not
door.
taking SMA
No, it was next
SMCI until
week.
after
That's why I
46
was.
weeks.
I'm not fully. I
That's why I
mean,
was
good
telling you,
rip,
like,
but you just tapped the high here.
it hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't. I mean, it hasn't gained anything by this
I'm
rip.
gonna take it.
Yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But-
take this shit. I'm not. In fact, if this just opens up in a position that pushes sellers out, then we make a free market plan and figure out the contracts we want to take and take it from there.
What do you
Coin
mean?
recovered at the end of the day.
Huh?
You talking about SMCI? Barrett?
Yeah, I was talking about SMCI.
Oh.
I see it hitting 46.50 and then retesting the 45.50 and then ripping.
I mean, it just made a second high right there, right up the
Coin's
50%
making its
mark.
way back up too.
Thank the Lord. I need that one. I'd really like to see that one
Same.
play out. Yeah, I think we get that 340 rip tomorrow if we can get above our highs. That'll be
I
good.
hope we can get this rip on C3AI.
Yeah, I grabbed a little bit of that. So
Yeah,
I took some of that too.
I wish I could be profitable. I would try. I am going to be profitable as a new mantra.
Dude, it's crazy. Like those Adobes, man. I was like looking at the 400s. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $45 on a chance, but now it's for $600. Fucking stupid. Who would have thought it could reach that much?
But the risk reward was too high, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because we were
it
talking
really
about
is.
down earlier today. We were going to take it down.
Yeah, but you got 3
It's gonna be a
bounces off the
fucking
floor.
wreck.
So at that point, you got 3 bounces going into earnings. So it's kind of hard to look at it short too.
Yeah, it was earlier in the day, so
All right. No, I'm not. Listen,
That's how I
it's
used to think before I got this system, was just the YOLOs, and I'm not.
well, it's you know what though? It gets easier with time to watch these things. Like I'd feel nothing. I don't regret anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, honestly, again, if you go back and look at the video that we did last night in class, or well, whenever I post it, um, clear setups only. And you know, that one, even with that rip, you know, who knows if it holds or um it just it's not immediate empty space. And I prefer that because it just gives me almost a guarantee. It's just so damn easy. You know, if there's consolidation underneath you, it's going to be harder to dump. If there's empty space underneath you, it's going to be harder to rip. If there's empty space underneath or above and underneath you, it makes it easy to hedge and straddle. So
It needs to break the 376 for it to beat the implied move and make any money on it.
Spud, have you used my strategy?
Bud?
That's his name on there. You want me to, you know what I think the number one issue is that when people first join, they're excited because the money, and that's inevitable. But it's like the same reason that brings you in will be the same thing that deters your journey, because you want to get to running and you don't even have baby legs yet. And it's like, yo, you know, I just talked about this last night as well. You know, there's people in here who've joined in January and they're hitting their stride now. You know, or people who started hitting their stride and you know, in summer. Um and so I think just, you know, knowing, like, just as if you were to get a job and I would say, all right, there's a 6 months training fucking, you know, program you have to go through in order to be accepted for this job. And here are the prerequisites that you need to be able to meet in order to start even doing the job. You need to be able to identify what a clean, solid, good setup is which is what we did last night, and what we're going to continue to do again tomorrow, and probably into the next fucking couple weeks. But prop firm talk now. But it just boils down to, if you start running before you know what you're doing, you're going to lose money. And the more you do that, the more baggage you're bringing with you, and the more you feel like you got to make that money back, which again pulls you away from what you're actually trying to do. So the goal really in the beginning is to, again, if you got $100, which, or $200, is to, okay, I think this is a really good setup. I've ran this by Potter. Other people in the Discord like it. I'm going to go ahead and take it. If it plays out, okay, hypothesis concluded. You're right. And you build that builds confidence. But, you know, we're not perfect. I get it. I haven't took the workshop yet, but been months watching your live in YouTube. Straight green this week. Thank you, Potter. You got it, dude. Awesome, man. Let's do it again next week. The setup is good, you know. You know, depends on what's in front of it or what it's doing in that present moment. But I try to take short, you know, beginning of the week is my favorite because I can take things into Tuesday and Wednesday and, you know, maybe Thursday. At that point, I got to add a week just for the normal stuff, you know, like on AI or something like that, where, you know, I don't have full confirmation, but I could buy 150 contracts for $200 or some shit like that. Then, you know, why not? Or $250 or whatever. Adding weekly contracts to certain things is where things, Thursday and Friday, that's when things can get a little bit muddy. So yeah, there's a lot of people who do that.
Damn, Adobe just gave everything back.
Just like that.
See, look at that.
Wait.
Not a care in the world. Let's see here. Wait, I just saw
Adobe's
that
about to
message.
fuck people.
Where did that just go? Oh,
What'd you say, Kate?
It just tore ass up. Jeez.
Yeah, if Adobe doesn't drop $100 or go up $100, yeah,
my main
according to those
issue is I
contract
have
prices, whew,
plenty of successful trades and I know what I'm doing, but when the trade goes, but then when a trade goes to zero, I get ruined and take away a lot of profit. Not sure what my problem is. Sounds like you're putting too much risk into it. If one trade is ruining you, that's a big factor right there. You're not abiding by your stop losses, whatever those may be, and you probably have some issues with contract selection as far as expiration is concerned, if I was to take a wild guess. Contract selection, okay. We'll talk about that more tomorrow too. I have no idea. I have no idea if he sold it. I'm a beginner. Where should I start? My YouTube channel is probably a great place. Educational channel. Are you really, Big O? Very cool.
That's how I watch JoJo's.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. It has been a pretty great week. I guess what we're going to do is 4:30 tomorrow. We're going to reconvene the class and begin basically start off where we finished yesterday and continue forward. I will allow, since this is going to be an extended class, listen, I thought this might take I was so wrong. I thought this was going to take a little bit, and because it's not, and because each discussion that we've had on each chart and all the questions, listen, you're for $100, you might as well be getting a fucking Potterbox workshop. I'm walking you through everything. So I will allow for people to join. If again, going into next week, or if you want to join for tomorrow's class. And again, I said what I said. I can't go back on it. So you get whatever recording that all of the recordings, which is a pretty fucking good deal if you ask me. So, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, yesterday's class was honestly by itself, I mean, that was enough. Because if you look at what I'm explaining to you now, and you look at what they were taking and what worked at the beginning of the year, it's the same exact shit. We're not switching up, and it makes your life easier. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, $100 for all the recordings, and I'm gonna have to figure out the Discord thing. I might have to make another a class Discord or something. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go put up Halloween decorations in my front yard. Hobble around. Do you need to go into the free Discord, message Ivy, or look in the announcement chat, and she'll get you squared away. If you got to take OT a little bit today, if people slide in, Ivy, that's fine. All right, guys. Y'all have a